Alright, it's the next morning, and I am ready to continue with patch 5.3 here in Final Fantasy XIV. So I was thinking about this, after the last couple of quests, pretty much all of my thinking about what the next expansion was going to be has pretty much gone out the window. Unless something else happens. I just assumed that the next expansion was going to be all about defeating Elidibus. But we just defeated him. So I guess that's that. So the next expansion is going to be something else, apparently. So it sounds like we're about to get everybody going back to the first. And also my thinking that nobody was actually... Wait, I said the first, I meant the source. My thinking that nobody was actually going to make it back to the source, I think that might be out the window as well. However, the one thing that I'm confused about is I thought we needed the Crystal Exarch to send everybody back to the source. So, if the Crystal Exarch isn't around anymore, who's going to send us back to the source? I don't know. Let's find out. Nothing unsaid. Ishtola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. What's that about? Tiav, if you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Why? Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Oh. So you reached out to Elidibus at last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure I did the right thing. Meow 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 meow. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another, and the star, may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? I wondered that too, Alphino. How did MSQ help us? How did that happen? He's dead and gone, we thought. And the whole Amarat thing is a hologram that he created, so... What, did he create a hologram of himself that would act as his avatar? His consciousness after he was gone? What do you think, Alphino? A gift from MSQ. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember events as they happened, no more and no less. As the Ronkans so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you all are, says an unknown voice. Oh, it's Beck Lug. She's probably going to send us back. They are probably going to send us back. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed?
Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me what's happened. Where is the Exarch?
You see, meow 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 meow, dead, meow 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 meow, turn to statue, meow 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 meow.
Oh, I see. Tiav, will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. I guess that means we can probably just bring him back to life. As if nothing had happened. Because this is Final Fantasy. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief.
So we can bring him back, right? Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. And given his apparent desire to return to the source with Tiav, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation.
So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source, in full knowledge of the risks.
Oh, that's convenient.
A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single-word reply. Yet the answer I received was rather longer than that. Almost comically so, in fact. Regardless, out of respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. Ahem. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous. Burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, I am reminded that, no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Vothri, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, And when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. I believe the summation of that sentimental soliloquy there was that he did, in fact, want to go back to the source. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbow. Let us reconvene here anon. I wonder who she's going to see. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? Oh? I've been meaning to get some flowers for Menphilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabeth Erring together. One last time. Oh, a fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yulmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. Yeah, we did sort of wreck that thing. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alizé. I shall see you later. I'm deep in thought. I'm thinking about that kid. Probably. I assume we are now going to commence a series of quests where we go around and say goodbye to everybody. I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what is at stake, one can never be too thorough. As you've probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. Alright. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off then, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halrick's doing. Yeah, there better be some resolution to this Tesleen Halrick story. To the inn, with all haste. I actually have some newer gear. I actually have a newer body gear chest piece. What do they call it? Body gear, yes. This shadowless coat of aiming, but I can't wear it because these Yorha trousers of aiming basically is pretty much just underwear. This coat is like completely open in the front here. It's like a long coat. From the back, it looks like a coat going almost down to the ground. But from the front... Can I try it on? No, I can't. I can't see it now that it's glamored.
but it's completely open in the front here, which completely exposes the fact that these your trousers of aiming are just like these leggings that go only halfway up to the thigh, and then it's just underwear from that point on. So I can't wear this until I get some new leggings. So I have a feeling that these leggings are fairly popular in the ERP community. Because, man. Okay. Alright, Alizé.
Halric. Halric? Oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Tiav, we have to find him. Oh, Alizé, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard, then? I didn't see you standing there directly in front of me. Oh yeah, I didn't check over here. Hey, how's Todden and Pawnil doing? Mumble, mumble. Oh, Todden's still not. The warmth in my chest, it's spreading. I can feel it in my hands. Well, they're doing better, kind of. One of them is doing better. I think Vone was another one that was trying to get better. There, lad. You're going to be all right. Starting to think, maybe I'll get better someday. Well enough to go home. Yay!
Let's see if I can... Yeah, that's what these leggings look like. Is not a good look for my character. For my warrior of light, that is not a good look. She would be super embarrassed to be caught in that outfit. Contented carer.
Oh, greetings, Tiav. Looking for Halric by any chance? He's right here. At the grave of Tesleen, I assume. There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress, and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Is this his mother, or Tesleen? Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. We buried it here, in her honor. Oh, so he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured, the treatments will continue. Beck-Lug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you only happiness. Thank you. I will miss all of you. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to take I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. After all, the time left to you is precious. Halric! He spoke! That's what Tesleen said. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Your words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. I'll never forget those words, apparently is what I said. Wait, you should never forget those words, and neither will I. I must have misread something on the last screen, because that sentence makes no sense. I will never forget those words, I guess. Halric's gonna be okay. Take care. Aww. Thank you for coming to see Halric, Tiav, and Tesleen as well. She did always enjoy having visitors, and none were more welcome than you and Alizé. What? I am not crying. I just have sand in my eye, that's all. Ahem. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go and look in on the others. Alphino, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. What are you still doing here? Hurry over to Yulmore and look in on Alphino. Oh, and send my regards to the Chais. Oh, wow, we're gonna say goodbye to everybody in one quest. I thought these quests were going to consume the rest of this patch. According to the patch 5.3 notes, there's like 12 quests in this patch. And I've only done 7 or 8? I forgot.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart could bear.
Oh man. You know, once again, I'm never sure if they want us to laugh with her or laugh at her. It's really not clear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Well, that's obviously not true. It's Alphino. It's just Alphino, the painter boy. A picture paints 1,000 words. Meow, 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 meow.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, It all but destroyed me.
When was that? I mean, he's definitely changed since the beginning, but I don't remember any particular moment, story moment or anything, where he confronted his past self.
To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair.
Maybe that happened off-screen or in a short story or a book or something.
But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. Though what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Leave it to me.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
I could demand quite a tidy sum to be the only deliverer between worlds. I could establish, I could corner the market in message communication services between the source and the first, if I had a mind to do so. Fio Ul could probably do it too.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And do you mine? Please take care.
And never forget that we threw that other guy right over the rail.
'Cause we didn't like him.
We threw that other painter guy, just threw him right off the side.
Goodbye, Chais.
I hear the airship crashed in Amarang.
Well, never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals strip it for trolley parts. Or perhaps we can make a trade of it.
Oh, thank goodness you can still return. If I had to bid farewell to you both, my heart would burst, here and now. Like Alphino, I know that yours is a life of constant employment, but do visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us.
And I'm also here. I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though its custodians are, the Custarium will be the poorer for his absence. It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both of our cities, but through mutual cooperation, I am confident we will find a way forward.
"'Tis a strange feeling, Tio, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But know this, I shall cherish my memories of Norvrent, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Oh, okay. We're stopping here, then. So they are gonna stretch it out over multiple quests, it seems. That makes sense.